Pavel, how are you today?
I'm fine. Everything is great. Everything is in order. The cars, which can be seen in the background, are working flawlessly up until now, at least. And I'm hoping it will be like that the whole weekend. So overall, I'm good. And you? What about you?
We are very well. We've been driving a lot in Europe. So since we saw you, you saw us 1 week in Europe. And now you see us after almost 40 days in Europe. So
yeah,
we've been driving all that time, so it was a lot of fun for us. So family and friends, today we are here with Paweł Korpuliński.
Korpulinski, yes.
Paweł Korpuliński. I've practiced, tried to not to make mistakes with the names. I try my best.
Yeah.
Some names are difficult, but Paweł Korpuliński, I met this driver back in 2017, I believe, in Elmia for the first time face to face. He seems very angry all the time. He is absolutely not on the contradict. Paweł, please tell our viewers a little bit about you. How long you've been in the sport, your name, how to pronounce your name correctly, what you do for a living, and all this rig and amazing work that you do.
Yeah, so first of all, my name is Paweł Korpuliński. And I'm 30 years of age, turned 30 this year, and I've been drifting for, well, since 2015. That was my first pro year in drifting, let's say, in a higher ranked drifting series. So yeah, I've been around for 10 years,
give or
let's
take,
say.
yeah.
And of course, my interests for drifting came many years before that, before I started driving and competing myself. And everything started in PC simulators. Back in the days when I was a kid, I was a young teenager. I was around 11 or 12 years old when I discovered Live for Speed. So it's a car simulator where I started to drift, and I was actually looking for a game, for a sim that is going to allow me to drift, because I discovered drifting somewhere around the internet, and I guess big part of it was, of course, the Fast and Furious films, Tokyo Drift, and that's
all of us got the inceptions there.
Yes, many of us got something out of it. So I don't really remember, because I was a kid, as I said, 11 or 12 years old. So, but I got into drifting in some way, from somewhere, and I wanted to do it myself, but first on the PC, and that's how I found LFS, the first PC simulator I was spending countless hours on, and that was pretty much my interest for many years. So I spent around 6 or 7 years on the sim before I first got the chance to drive a real car and to drift a real car. And my first real car was a BMW E30, which was already kind of prepared for drifting. It had a 3 liters BMW engine, NA of course, but it already had a roll cage, but a stock suspension, no steering clutch, nothing. It was just a car with roll cage and no suspension modes, and the engine also. So that was my first car, and that was my first time driving in real. And everyone around me, especially my parents, who are my biggest supporters, and they are for this day, they were very surprised by me first time sitting in a, let's say, a real drift car, and because of my preparations on the sim, that I spent many hours on the sim throughout the years. That actually helped me to build a solid base in terms of skills and ability to drive and maintain a car sideways. So I could link a track or be able to get around the track drifting pretty much right away. So that was a big surprise for the people surrounding me. I wasn't surprised, because I knew that coming from virtual world to real world is always the easier way, and I knew what I was supposed to do, and I knew how the car would behave and what inputs were needed. So I wasn't surprised, but it was a surprise to people around me. And then it just went forward. I went for first competitions with this car. It was a very underpowered car, even for it being so many years ago.
So M50 B30 or
yes, M54 B30.
M54 B30.
Yes.
Okay. So 250 horsepower or something.
231 stock, but I don't know how many of the horses were left in the engine back then. Anyways, I went to my first competition with that car. I think second or third round ever, I got my first podium, beating many more high-powered cars throughout the bracket. So I got my third place for the first time. That was my first silverware I got. So that was a very happy day. I still remember it. Around a year later, from that time, the decision has been made that I will build a real pro car, and I will proceed with my drifting career, and I will try to do my best to compete at higher level in different series, and the car I'm talking about that the plan was to build was the 1 Series I was seeing for 6 or 7 seasons between 2015 and 2021. So my very first drifting car was the E30, and then right after that I jumped into the 1 Series. So
it feels the same as the E30 kind of. With more sophisticated suspension, of course.
Yeah, of course. But the idea behind building a 1 Series back in that day, because the decision about building the 1 Series was made in 2014. So we built it the winter between 14 and 15. The idea was actually based that the 1 Series seems to be similar to E30, and it's going to in some way be its successor. That was what I was thinking about it. If you compare the wheelbases, they are somewhat similar, so I thought that the 1 Series might be the new E30, especially due to the fact that the E30s were slowly getting banned because of the suspension mods that weren't allowed, for example, in Drift Masters. So a lot of E30s were unfortunately not allowed to be used anymore. So definitely we are thinking that we are going towards the direction to find a substitute of the good known and good handling E30 platform.
So you moved into that 1 Series, and today you moved into a Silvia. And we had a discussion last round.
Yeah.
Preferences plays a big role.
Yes.
I don't prefer a Silvia because I think it's very structurally weak, and the BMW have its flaws. So the 1 Series and the 2 Series, the aluminium subframe bends if you sneeze on it.
Yeah, kind of. Of course, there are pros and cons on every platform. I'm sure. I really enjoyed the 1 Series, but I came to a certain point where I didn't really know what more could we potentially improve to make the car even faster, better handling, and get more grip out of it. So when it comes to the exact car I was driving, I just came to a point where it felt that I needed a change.
An upgrade is required. A change is required somehow to. How is the Silvia treating you?
It's treating me great. The car just feels amazing, and even this year I said that I really thought that we cannot improve the ES chassis anymore in terms of how it handles, how it drives, how the steering feels, but we actually did improve it thanks to Weisper V3 lock kit we installed this winter. So the car, when we first built it in 2021, felt great out of the box. Like the car was just put together during, I don't know, it took us, the whole build process took us 4 or 5 weeks. So it's
a Lego. Silvia's nowadays is more of a Lego. Everything is available off the shelf.
Yeah, pretty much. But we built it in the middle of the season. So I actually sold the 1 Series after 2 rounds of the series I was participating in, and then I missed 1 round, and then for the 4th round I joined the series back with the Silvia. So we really had a short period of time for building it. I didn't do any testing before the first round. My first meters in the car were actually on the track during practice. So we of course had some issues with the car being new built and so, but I actually managed to win the first event in that car. So that was definitely a sign that the car is working good. And as I mentioned before, the car was just put together from parts out of the boxes, and that's the main difference, I would say, between a BMW platform and an S chassis. You could put together a car, an S chassis. From parts that are available everywhere, and this car is going to be ready to fight, and is going to be pretty much dialed in. You could try to fight for high spots right away. On the other hand, the BMW is equally a great platform, but it would need more adjustments, more tweaks, and more test time for most of the drivers to come to that certain level that Nissan actually provides you right away out of the box. So that's my
that's your opinion on that, and of course your opinion matters because you're not only a driver. I mean, before we jump into your profession as not just as a driver, as a builder, I want to just to clarify to most of the viewers that are all the viewers that are watching us that you are actually the raging champion of DMP, of Polish Drift Series. For how many times did you achieve that title?
I was the champion 2023 and 2024, so 2 years in a row.
2 years in a row. And this year you're not driving DMP, and you've put all your focus in Drift Masters.
Exactly.
And Mondello was a podium for you.
No. I was seventh.
Seventh, okay.
Yeah.
So from top 8, basically. You
I lost against the round's winner, against Piotr Więcek.
Okay. And it was, I've watched it briefly, I must have been confused, but how is Drift Masters as a series for you?
How it is as a series for me?
Yes, as the competition level. Of course, it's the highest in Europe. We all know that.
Yes.
Probably in the world, some people will argue that as well.
Yeah.
But for you, as Paweł, how do you take on Drift Masters?
It's definitely, the same time it is the best series in Europe with the highest level of driving. It is the toughest and the most challenging and demanding to be part of. So it definitely requires a lot from drivers, from the teams, from everyone involved. So it's a huge challenge, but it's definitely worth it, and it's really enjoyable when everything goes your way, and when you're achieving your goals you set up.
As they say, the bigger the risk, the bigger the reward, and Drift Masters is a big risk to achieve because of the level of competition.
Yes, exactly. Like there is. I was actually speaking to drivers from different continents for several times, and a good comparison. If you would now go into comparing, for example, FD and Drift Masters, I heard an opinion that seemed to be right for me, at least, that every battle in top 32 in Drift Masters is equally as tough as top 16 and onwards in Formula Drift. So the opinion said, like the person I was speaking to said that in FD there is, for example, around 15 to 20 drivers and that are
let's say class A and class B, not to demean anybody, but it's all about more experience, more seat time, car setup.
Let's say there are 15 drivers where you're unsure how of them will win the event. And in Drift Masters the group is bigger. It's around 25 to 30 drivers that you don't really know who to place your bet on that is going to take the win.
Also, I will interrupt you here because also there is something very important. Not all rounds in FD have 32 drivers, but every round in Drift Masters have a full-on 32.
Yes, exactly.
And some.
Yeah. There are around 50 drivers in some rounds.
Exactly.
So there are several drivers not qualifying in.
Exactly, and that brings in the competition higher. I think maybe it's a little bit harsh for the 10 plus drivers that are below 32, that gets knocked out from qualifying, that maybe it's a little bit harsh for them, but also from a production perspective, it might also have a reason why FD only limit it or have it within the 32 licensed driver for FD. Drift Masters have the more numbers of qualifiers. Putting the competition aside, you've been 10 years in the scene, from a driver, from a sim gamer to driver to a professional driver to owning a professional racing team and providing service for other drivers to come and follow your path, let's say. Tell us a little bit about your other profession beside being a driver.
So back in 2017, pretty much a dream came true for me because I had the possibility to start my own workshop where we build drift cars for living, pretty much. So that's my profession. So I'm partially a professional drift driver, but the other like my second work, I would say, is building drift cars and helping others, my customers, to build them cars and to adjust them right to of course to their needs. And beside drifting beside building the cars, we are also taking care of the cars during the events, as you can see now. My car is not here because I'm not competing, but we are still sitting in between two cars, and we've got another one behind our backs. We are taking care of the cars. We are making sure that they will run with no failures, no repairs needed, and we just keep them on track. So we are the trackside support for our customers. We mostly take care of the cars we build by ourselves, but there are some exceptions. So yeah, we provide a full service when it comes to our customers. My idea behind it always has been that the driver just needs to come, put on his suit, he sits in a car that is already being warmed up, and he's only supposed to focus on driving. And that's a thing I actually always wanted myself. I wanted to just focus on my driving. I wanted to focus on my job and my goal, and I didn't really want to take care of everything around. So out of my experience and out of my needs as a drifter myself, I want to provide the service to others, because I felt that that's what the driver needs. So with that in mind, we are now doing that for our customers, and I think they do like it and appreciate it. So that's definitely a way of me using my own experience, something conclusions I came to when I'm driving myself, and yeah, we just add such a service to our portfolio. And then there is another thing, except that we are taking care of the technical part of the cars and preparing the cars and to make sure they are running good. I'm also a spotter for some drivers, and for some I'm even a drifting coach, because it's much more than just purely spotting, but it's everything that has to do with the car setup. So I'm taking care of their cars during the competitions. I'm taking care of their driving. I'm helping them even outside of the competitions. We are going often to practice sessions where I can give them some of my knowledge, some of my experience I gained
basically
myself.
coaching
Yes.
and enhancing the driver, not just this is your car, you deal with it.
Exactly.
Or just go drive it, not my responsibility. No, I call it the drifting family. I call it the affiliation, the relationship that gets built up between the team owner or team manager and the car owner, the driving experience that goes through the paddock.
Exactly.
The hand-in-hand help support, because one driver achievement, it might be on social media that driver won, but the matter and the fact is that team have won, because that driver cannot make it by himself.
Not on his own. Yeah.
There is a couple of guys who's putting the fuel, changing the tires, making sure they're giving the right advice, spotting, coaching.
And someone needed to build that car well, so it was kept in one piece throughout the bracket, and came to the first place. As I often say, that you sometimes win the competition from the workshop, and with that I mean with the right car preparation and with preventing the car breaking down. So yeah, we offer a full package pretty much, and I like that you said about the whole drifting experience. That's my idea behind it, in some way, that we want to both take care of the cars from the technical perspective, but I'm also adding something from myself based on my experience. I also want my customers to improve their driving. I want them to be as good as it gets. So I'm helping them with the driving part as well.
Like,
so
listen, do this there, just pull the handbrake.
Exactly. So it's the whole drifting experience packed in one. And yeah, that's what we are providing as a company for our customers.
How would it work if somebody, I wouldn't say somebody who is committed to a European season. Let's say myself, I want to fly in and I just want to have fun and enjoy, for example, Katowice round, yeah? Would you be able to host a single driver for a single round? That is, I wouldn't say not very serious, because if you're spending that much money, you're definitely serious to achieve a result. But you're not committed to the season. Do you guys have room to accommodate something like that?
If we plan it the right time before the event, yes, definitely. It also depends what car would you like to choose. If we would need to look for a rental car in Europe, or if you would like to ship your own car. That depends on many factors, but yeah, there is such a possibility, and that's part of our job. Yes.
I mean, shipping the car, it would be a full-on commitment, obviously, not one round.
Not for one round. Yes.
Not for one round. It's mostly I'm trying to tell the viewers and our community back home is like, before you ship your car, and I mean, it could be a good option to ship your car, but it's also a good option to build the car in Europe from scratch. Anyway, we're importing the parts from Europe to Dubai to build it with it. So we need to get the Weissfab from Europe, we need to get field suspension or VC from the US, and we get the diffs, the sequential from, if we get a Samsonas, it's for you, it's just a few hours drive. For us, it's shipping to Dubai, and so on and so forth. I mean, there is a balance that maybe it's not such a bad idea if you go in as from the Middle East to come and take a full-on package from Europe and have a car that is ran by a team that knows the car, builds the car, prepare it for you, come and enjoy it in your summer holidays, and enjoy the sport that we all love. It's something that I try to keep explaining to people. Sometimes, okay, I want to build something special, let's say, and I want to build it back home because I want to have certain things done to it. I can also, if I want to build an exotic or I want to build something fancy, it's cheaper for us to get those chassis back home.
Everything depends how committed you are to run an European program.
Yes, exactly.
That's what it depends on.
So yeah, so it's good to know. It's good to know that that is an option for semi-pro and pro, I assume. And is it limited to Polish Drift Series, or with proper planning, it can be any series within the reach?
No. We've been to Drift Masters with our customers also. That's what we have done last couple of years. So our services are available pretty much anywhere in Europe. If you would like to go to some, I don't know, Scandinavian series, we could arrange that. We just need more time to plan everything with a safe time ahead.
So if you are committed for the next season, for example, then you have the discussion in winter. I would like, hello Pavel, I would like to go to Gateville. I would like to do the round in Polish DMP. I want to do one round maybe in Drift Masters if I get wild card, and yada yada yada, and all that with planning it can be done. So you're not restricted. The message I'm trying to deliver is you're not restricted. Is you have to be where he is.
No.
The team is not one person. It's not only Pavel. It's a team. There's a big trailer. He doesn't do everything by himself. He manages the whole team, and it's his team. But again, there is teams. There is driver, mechanics, and everything is structured so well that it can run anywhere in Europe, even if there are two races running on the same weekend, I assume.
Pretty much, yes. Yeah, we could arrange that.
If it's not two major competitions, let's say, but it's possible to run into different locations. So yeah, that's good. That's good information for the guys to know about it. Where can they reach you? Oh, through me, but if they want to reach you directly through Instagram?
It's easiest on Instagram,
Okay, easiest on Instagram. Just shoot him a message on Instagram. If he doesn't answer, let me know. Complain to me and I will give him a knock. He'll answer. He's very helpful, guys. Pavel is such an amazing personality and a very nice guy. He looks angry most of the time. No. Trust me, he's not.
That's something I need to argue about, because I don't look angry to myself. I wouldn't say so. I would say like the other way around, that I'm all the time friendly. I'm open to any people. So don't listen. I'm not looking angry. If you want to talk or just have a question, feel free to come, and I will always be happy to answer and help.
Thank you very much, Pavel. Any last words you would like to advise, especially the new drivers into the drifting world? We have a lot of them. So maybe you have few words that you want to advise the newcomers to the sport.
Drifting is the best motorsport discipline in the world, and it's so wide. You can do competition drifting, you can do drifting for fun, you can just take drifting as a style. You know, you can have your own definition of drifting. But the main thing is that it connects people, and it's a great community, and it's a great way of living. It's a great passion. So let's just keep it that way. Let's of course not forget about having fun at the same time, and let's just have let's just have the sport grow and grow, and let's do everything to make it bigger than it is now. And everyone who is not sure either to start drifting or not to, take your first step on a simulator. That's what I always say. I get many questions quite often. How do we start? Try a car simulator. If that works out for you, try to drift a low-powered car first, and then move up on the way when your skills are developing. Then you can add on more power to it. Just remember to have fun, and that's the main thing. So. Yeah, it was nice talking to you. I guess that we are going to finish very soon.
Yeah,
and
we need to start preparing for a practice session.
Yeah, I'm really hoping that I will have a chance to come to Dubai for once, and
We're waiting for you.
Maybe drift there. I don't know how it will turn out, but
remember, you always have a home there, yeah?
Oh yeah. So we might look at the possibilities. Maybe someday in not too far future, I might visit Dubai. I would really love to. I've never been to Middle East before, so I would love to come and drift, and to get to know how the community is like. And
you're
how
more
it
than
looks.
welcome anytime. The track is always open for you, and the cars are always ready for you.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome. Thank you very much, family and friends. This is Pavel. Thank you very much for your time, family and friends. Shoot in the comments if you have any questions. He'll answer you. See you at the next one.